The popular girl at school got her period and stained her dress. Without a second thought, I swapped clothes with her. But when I went to buy her some pads, the cold, aloof top student who had always ignored me suddenly approached me in the aisle. "Did you find what you need? Give it to me. I'll pay." Even my sharp-tongued childhood friend, the one who loved mocking me more than anyone, looked incredibly gentle and soft in that moment. You look really pretty today." I froze in place. I actually believed my quiet kindness had finally been noticed by the people around me, until I turned around to say thank you. The two handsome boys frowned, their expressions instantly hardening as they spoke in unison. "Why is it you?" The first to react was my childhood friend Ryder. He was leaning lazily against the metal shelves, but the moment he realized who I was, he shoved my shoulder with a careless hand. An arrogant smirk crawled back onto his face. "What the hell? What kind of phase are you going through today, trying to wear a dress like everyone else?" Ryder let out a sharp scoff, letting his eyes wander over me with blatant amusement before laughing out loud. "Are you out of your mind? You look like you're wearing a white potato sack. What kind of trash style is this? It looks hideous. Look, if you seriously don't know how to pick out a dress, just throw on a black garbage bag next time. At least that way." Slowly, mockingly, he whispered, "It might actually hide the ugly." My fingers tightened around the boxes of pads and heating patches in my arms. The plastic packaging crinkled loudly in the quiet aisle. Just then, a soft chuckle floated from above. But to me, that soft chuckle sounded like a thunderclap. It came from Wood, the boy I had spent the last 3 months desperately trying to get to notice me. I lowered my eyes, biting my lips so hard it hurt. I forced myself not to scream at Ryder, terrified that if I lost my temper like I usually did, any tiny shred of respect Wood had for me would vanish forever. But my silence only made Ryder push harder. "Wow, look at our resident drama queen. What is wrong with you today? You're actually keeping your mouth shut?" He reached out, mockingly tapping his knuckles against my forehead. "Well, you don't have a fever." His eyes drifted downward, landing on the items clutched tightly against my chest. A slow, knowing smile spread across his face. "Oh, I get it. You're on your period. I almost forgot you're actually a girl. Though, honestly, I always thought girls were supposed to look more like your desk mate to count as the real deal." I trembled with a mixture of rage and humiliation. Tears blurred my vision, turning the brightly lit store into a smear of colors. The only clear thing left was a pastel pink thermal flask suddenly thrust into my field of vision. I stared at the pale, elegant hand holding the flask. Slowly raising my head, I realized it belonged to Wood, the guy who usually treated me like I was invisible. I was too stunned to move. It took me several seconds of staring before I reached out and took the flask, my voice trembling. "Is this for me?" Wood looked down at me from his height. His eyes lingered on my red, tear-stained eyes for a fraction of a second. His throat bobbed. He looked away, his expression returning to its usual cold indifference. "Give it to Genevieve. Her cycle is coming up, and I know she gets bad cramps. Inside is—" "I'll give it to her," I interrupted, my heart sinking into my stomach. I clutched the flask and ran toward the registers like a coward trying to escape a battlefield. But as I stood in line to pay, I could still hear Ryder's lazy voice echoing from the back of the store, talking to Wood. "Seriously? Didn't she look ridiculous in that dress? You should have seen her when we did track together as kids. She ran like a burly lumberjack." I never thought I'd see the day Paige actually squeezed herself into a skirt. I didn't turn around to see if Wood was looking at me, but I heard his quiet, dismissive reply. "Yeah." I walked back to the classroom with my head down, feeling completely hollow. When I pushed the door open, I didn't announce my arrival with a cheerful shout like I usually did. I didn't call out, "Hey Genevieve, I got your stuff." I just walked quietly toward my seat. As usual,